This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry, Lutz. Today is December 1st, 2020. We made it through November. Hope your Thanksgiving was as good as mine. And this is show number 167. Well, Nick, markets are in rally mode again.
Yeah, it seems like we got a pretty good day on our hands here. It's a pretty broad-based move as well. Yesterday was not so much a rally day. It was a little bit of a down day, and it looks like money came out of the market the last trading day of the month of November. November, by the way, was a very, very good month overall. So I think it was one of the better months the market has seen ever. So it was a very strong month, but yesterday money came out. Today money is going right back in the start of December.
Hey, so what happens? Why does something like that happen? Because it's midweek now. I mean, it was the last day was Monday. The first day is Tuesday. Why would people be taking money out one day and putting it back the next?
It's hard to say exactly. Sometimes it's just some profit taking from an overbought condition. Other times you'll have money going back to work at the start of a month, of a new month. That generally is the case. And you also have a lot of seasonality in play right now, too. So I think there's just a combination of things. I'm not really sure how to explain it or really what it even is. But that's what we're seeing, and we just go by what we see on the tape.
So, Nick, in your expert opinion, have the markets totally discounted the election now?
I think they have right now. I don't think it really matters at this moment, but it will not. They will not discount the election if we get to the inauguration date and Joe Biden is sworn in. I believe the markets will tank if that does happen.
Yeah, well, how far will they tank is the question.
They're going to tank a lot. So if that happens, just brace yourself, put your helmet on, tighten up the chin strap, and get ready.
Because it's going to be a long-term decline too, won't it?
Well, it'll be a very long-term decline, especially if the Senate is not kept by the Republicans. If the Republicans lose the Senate, watch out below. I mean, these markets will. I think they're going to go into crash mode. I don't like to use that word too often, but I honestly believe that's what will happen.
Really? Huh. So is now the time to be going short? What do we do?
No, you don't go short right now because there's no victor in this election right now. I mean, this election is still being contested, and you have to wait on that. And right now, the markets are holding up very, very well. So there's no real problems here. The trend is up. Seasonality is in play, and you want to go with that as long as you can. And again, I think there could still be some more upside here to go.
More upside from where we are at near record levels, huh? So,
yes.
So when we're looking at the sectors here, financial and energy stocks are staging a bit of a rally, huh?
Yeah, they are very, very strong. Yesterday they weren't, but they've had a good move recently. Yesterday they pulled back, but today they're catching a really, really good bid. JP Morgan up over $3 today. Bank of America up 82 cents. That's nearly a 3% gain. And then you got Wells Fargo. I mean, this stock's $28.61 now. It's up 4.5% today. So financials are very strong. Then you go to the energy front. You have the XLE up 2.3%. XOP, which is the oil and gas exploration ETF, that's up 2%. ExxonMobil's up 3% today. So, yesterday they didn't act that well, but today they're acting a lot better. And again, when you see the beaten up sectors or the laggards showing strength, you always want to respect that. And that's a good overall sign for the markets right now, short term.
Yeah, so laggards showing strength. Tell us the significance of that.
Well, when that happens, you're seeing money going into these areas that didn't have strength before. And just think about it. Energy stocks are starting to show signs of life. I mean, they've had a really good November, and they're showing signs of strength today. That tells us that a lot of things are picking up. Remember, the financials and the energy stocks are very tied together because that's where the energy stocks get their money. But energy stocks moving higher tells us that, hey, the travel industry may pick up. Airlines may pick up. And overall, if you get energy going, that's a big plus for everything else.
Yeah, so when we're looking at it, hey, I was in New York City over the holiday on the Upper East Side, which is a high tone neighborhood, high class neighborhood, and every third or fourth store was empty on every single block. You walk down, it was like something came, a tornado, and just wiped these places out.
Yeah, it's sad to see. And again, I think there are more lockdowns taking place, especially in the Northeast and New York City in particular. I think they even closed schools. So the devastation there is not over, and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. Just think about it. People have been fleeing New York, New York City in particular. My brother lives in Long Island, which is basically 30 minutes outside of New York City, and he can't, they can't hold a house on the market there for more than 10 minutes. So, when you think about what's going on in New York, that mayor, I think, has just absolutely devastated that city. And I don't see that city coming back anytime soon.
I'd say the mayor and the governor, because the governor always in New York has the power to remove the mayor, and he chose not to, even in the face of proven corruption and gross incompetence. I mean, this guy, he's America's worst mayor.
He is America's worst mayor. And I even read something that his daughter said that look at how Biden was able to steal the election so easily. So again, maybe he wants to keep a muzzle on her, but yeah, it's just a shame what he did to that city. It's a city I grew up in, and it's just very, very sad to look at it these days.
Same here. I spent most of my life working and living in New York and New York City, upstate in Westchester County, and it's just criminal what's taken place. And there's no reason for it other than the implementation of some agenda of which the average voter is completely unaware, Nick. Anyway, we'll leave the politics at the door, but let's look at our gold and silver today. We finally caught a bid.
Yeah, gold has gotten caught a nice bid today, and it's from an oversold condition. So again, I wouldn't get too excited about today's move, but it is a big move at that. You do have the GLD up $3.14. It looks like right now, as we speak, gold futures are also soaring and roaring. They're up about $33 as we speak. It's a gain of around 1.9%. So gold is having a good day. Silver is having a blockbuster day. So the SLV is up nearly 5% in silver. And then when you look at silver futures today, where's my quote here? They're up 5.25%. So that's a great day for silver. So precious metals getting a really, really good solid bid today from an oversold condition. But again, I think there could be still some more backing and filling, but we're getting closer to some really, really good levels for gold and gold mining stocks as well.
Hey, let's take a look at where it's at, because it was under 1,800, and we had the the expiration of futures contracts taking place last week, and there was a massive effort to basically get the price as low as possible because they wanted to minimize deliveries. This isn't paranoid, my inner paranoia that I'm channeling. This is a fact. This is what they do. They've been doing for years, but this year they've been more apt to slam the metals down, especially deliveries increasing on the COMEX, which it never was before. And so we're over 1,800 again. And then silver on the spot is up $1. It went below $23. So can we glean something here about resistance and support?
Yeah, so when you have a sell-off like we've just seen, especially in gold futures, you'll notice that we went down, tested. I believe we got yesterday. Gold got down to around 1767. So you have a very severe oversold condition, and a lot of support around that area, all the way down to 1700. So you're getting a really good rebound today. The resistance that I see near term, the big resistance is around 1845 to 1850. If you get there, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get through. So again, if you're a short-term trader, you want to protect yourself. If you're playing gold to the upside, I told my members last night, I think gold can bounce for a few days here, But overall, I like it to go one more dip lower to shake out all of the weak hands, and then it will be really a longer-term buying opportunity, in my opinion.
But if we see it break 1850, it could easily go back and attain its old highs that it just recently made in August.
Well, if you get through 1850, the big challenge, in my opinion, would be around 1913 to 1915. That's going to be your 100-day moving average. I don't know why gold loves that moving average so much, but it does. And that will be a big resistance point. Plus, you're going right into the heart of what I call the big sell-off that occurred on November 9th. If you look at the chart of gold futures, you'll see November 9th, gold really pummeled that day. It traded as high as 1966. Closed all the way down to 1854. So there's going to be a lot of resistance in that candle, especially from a lot of people that were holding gold at that point in time. And they get back to break even, obviously they're going to be sellers. So again, those are your two levels, 1850 and then really 1913 are going to be the two big resistance points on your daily chart right now.
Yeah, and these mining stocks are on fire today.
Gold miners are having a stellar day. They actually showed life yesterday as well. So today they're getting a really nice bid. But again, it's an oversold condition. We should still have one more leg lower, a minor leg lower at that, and then you'll get a very, very good buying opportunity.
All right. I can see it coming. I can feel it, Nick. So we're gonna stay tuned for this. This is really exciting, and calling this turn is going to be a major accomplishment. It's coming. Anyways, that is it for today. Sorry we missed a couple of days. Holidays and personal business prevented us from bringing the show to you, but that's not going to happen again anytime soon. Just check out Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. Check out the Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz, and send us your emails, kl@kerrylutz.com. Nick, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
It sounds good, Kerry.
And so concludes another episode of Daily Market Wisdom with Master Trader Nick Santiago. Be sure to go to his website, inthemoneystocks.com. Don't forget the Twitter feeds at ITMS and at Nick Santiago01.